Death Knight. Going to fight the Death Knight. Thank you so much. Hello, this tea is my favorite. Thank you so much. Ah, very calming. Yes. Yes. Wow. Yes. You should really... Well... Hey, you! Okay.
So... Even in the... Me? To think that I live it.
This
Well...
Professor.
I've got some... It seems...
Me and
Well now,
Yeah.
Professor,
Ingrid and I go way back.
How best to... Singing is so much fun.
You look like a cat that's been sprayed with water.
I'm getting the hang.
I'm ever so grateful.
That was...
I thought. All right. Hey.
Yes! Yes!
This will. I'm just. Who is?
Professor, here's the report. Perfect, don't you think?
Ingrid and I go way back. If. I'm really getting.
I still have.
I'm getting the hang of this.
War is an effect.
I understand.
Perhaps I'll.
Technique never...
Hopefully this. Ingrid and I.
I suppose it's working.
I've really got...
I must continue.
The Kingdom Army crosses the Great Bridge of Myrden a second time, moving south through Gronder Field. However, in order to reach Envar, they must first seize the impregnable Fort Mercius.
Fort Mercius. Said to rival Aryan Road, the Silver Maiden. Perhaps a head-on siege was a foolish plan after all. No, you're right that it's the only way. I don't think the Death Knight would have fallen for any tricks, even if they are denied supplies. And we cannot discount the possibility that they will receive more reinforcements if our siege is delayed. Yes, my thoughts exactly. Say, Professor, in the past, it seemed like the Death Knight took some strange satisfaction from his fights with you. He's an unpredictable opponent, a dangerous one. I have not come this far just to lose you here. I'm serious.
That man approaches.
They broke through the gates. Guess it's time for an impressive counterattack.
How did I get tangled up in all of this?
You are finally here. Will Death's scythe claim you and Mercedes? Here you are as well. They broke through the main gate. Trample them. All save that man.
Even though we smashed the main gate, Fort Mercius is still an ironclad fortress. And the enemy commander is the Death Knight. I now see why they call this keep impregnable. Everywhere you turn is defensive weaponry. We must capture all of those locations as we push.
Ready for anything. I'll cut through.
I am prepared.
At your service.
What's the plan?
Ready when you are.
You're a big help.
Leave it to me.
I'd be honored.
What's my strategy?
I'm your girl.
Fools.
You fought well. I fight.
grow.
Thank you. Need to
I shall not stray.
Don't let your guard down.
Did you have to kill a lot of your friends to get here? Because I'm gonna give this fight everything I've got!
I must retreat.
Don't worry about me. I always knew losing meant death.
a boon for our future. I'll take all.
It had to be done.
Another victory.
This is for...
Worrisome. If we find and strike down that person...
It was meant to be.
I'll follow your example.
I'll fight to the very last. I am prepared. This is
All is going to plan.
I've pushed too hard. Be at peace. This...
much appreciated.
Ready for anything.
I won't falter.
I must brace myself.
I must lead them well. Not my...
I'm counting on you.
My thanks. His Highness.
You knew the odds. I must steel myself. I'll keep...
Just like that.
Thank you. Just be careful. Burn until we meet again.
On to the next battle.
It was the only way.
If you're sure.
At your service.
This could turn the tides.
I won't stop here. With this...
I'm impressed.
Alright, next. I fight.
What's the plan?
I'm your girl.
Thanks.
I won't falter. Neat. All for our future. I'm still here.
You dare stand?
Yes, I dare stand against you, Death Knight.
Death is all that remains. To kill, to die, to know one without the other would be maddening.
I
Haven't.
The enemy general has been vanquished. Victory is ours. Raise the banner of the knights. May it soar proudly over the Impregnable Fortress.
Your Highness, our capture of the fortress is complete.
Now the path to the Imperial capital is finally open to us. Once we have finished cleaning up after the battle. It would be one thing if we were at home or at the monastery.
Pardon the interruption. We've just received a letter from Margrave Gautier.
Very well. I will read it at once. I see. It seems the conflict within Fargus has at last come to an end.
Yes, Your Highness. Margrave and the other Eastern Lords are at the center of it, and are gathering the kingdom's military forces even now. They intend to join with the Alliance army and send troops and supplies to the monastery.
What do you know? My old man is really pulling his weight. Did he seem well?
Yes, as well as can be expected. He has to...
I am truly in the Margrave's debt. I will be sure to thank him properly at first opportunity. Thank you for the information. Now tell me, did it seem to you that my presence was needed back at the monastery?
Well, I do have
a verbal...
The other day, he arrested one of Viscount Kleiman's men. The prisoner has claimed involvement in the tragedy of Duscur. He has implicated his lord as well.
Go on.
I was told they would be transporting this man to the monastery, along with the troops and supplies. The Margraves said that regardless of the credibility of the man's testimony, how he should be dealt with was your decision alone, Your Highness.
Very well. All that considered, I will return to the monastery at once. Will you come with me, Professor? Thank you.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Verdant Rain Moon. Our chosen paths. The Kingdom Army has captured Fort Mercius. Managing troops from the now stable Western Kingdom and former Alliance territory, the Kingdom Army returns to Garreg Mach to regroup and reorganize its forces. With sufficient might to challenge the Empire, the Kingdom Army finalizes their plans to march on Enbar, the Imperial capital.
Ah, there you are. He's gone ahead and started interrogating the prisoner. He said he'd like for you and I to be present as well. Will you come with me? I cannot overlook your reckless remarks. Are you really so keen to lose your head?
I only did what I believed was right. I swear to the goddess that I'm not lying. Amidst the turmoil of the tragedy, Lady Patricia was supposed to be the only one who was unharmed. We had been given orders ahead of time to not approach her carriage.
Of course not. What would my stepmother have had to gain from such a... Perhaps. What exactly are you implying? For the past few months, I've been spying on lords who defected to the Empire in order to investigate rumors about Lady Patricia. Cornelia's words were true. The two of them, I am afraid they conspired together after all. Enough of this nonsense! You say she wished to return home? That isn't nearly enough reason to cause such a tragedy. I do not intend to imply that the two of them were solely responsible for the whole affair. They were likely nobles who opposed the king, or potentially someone who wanted to throw the kingdom into chaos. The Empire and people like Solon and Kranya had their motives too. So my stepmother joined with them to cause the tragedy. Is that what you believe? Ultimately, this is just conjecture based on the evidence at hand. I see. We will hear what this man has to say. For now.
My lord had long felt that King Lambert's radical ways were dangerous. At the time, he was approached with an offer to take part in the incident at Duscur. My lord loves his homeland. To me, he embodied justice. We were only doing what we thought was right.
And so, in the name of justice, he caused massacre upon massacre out of love for his homeland. You murdered your own king, killed our soldiers, and involved innocent citizens. And yet you have the gall to speak of justice!
I am only standing before you now because I could no longer bear the weight of my sins. No, I accept your hatred and even the punishment of death, but I still believe it was a massacre in the name of justice.
Gilbert, lock this man in his cell. Are you not going to kill him? I will make that decision once I have had time to consider this man's definition of justice.
Yes, Your Highness.
No, I cannot say that I am. Tell me, Professor, how well do you remember your father, Gerald? Soon enough, you will come to understand how painful it is to forget the faces of those who have passed on. To be honest, I cannot really remember my stepmother's... that woman's smile, nor the sound of her voice. I always told myself that I would not allow my mind to forget, and yet, all I can recall with clarity is her gazing away, so forlorn. Did my stepmother wish to go home so badly that she would kill Father and me? Kill her false family? Home, to her own blood. Her true family. I suppose it doesn't make any difference now. I am asking you questions you could not possibly know the answer to. I am finished with thoughts like that. I am finally able to go on living without clinging to hate. If I truly treasure those who have died, then I must earnestly atone for my sins. Father, Glenn, all of the soldiers who have fallen, the people of Duscur who still suffer persecution. The only atonement I can offer them now is to take responsibility for this broken kingdom that has been entrusted to me. That is why I feel that I must meet with Edelgard and try to talk to her. Do you think it is a fool's errand? That I must swallow my feelings and grudges, our whole history really, and ask her about this future that she sees. What she aims for once her domination is complete, and why she felt it necessary to start this war. I believe that asking her these things is the true responsibility I have been tasked with as king. We will march our troops to the Imperial capital. But before any battle begins, we will set up camp nearby and send a messenger. I will tell her that I need to speak with her in a safe place, without any weapons or troops. As to whether or not she will agree to my request, well, that rests solely on Edelgard. I would like to believe that as well. You know, Professor, when we fought in Ferdiad, Cornelia mocked me and called me pitiful. But even if it is true that my stepmother never loved me, I am not to be pitied. After all, I have allies and dear friends who care for me. And now, I also have you by my side.